Oh my god. Love being in Minnesota. First off, it was 60 degrees yesterday. 60. 6-0. And then today in Minnesota, they are planning on having anywhere between 8 to like 24-inch snowstorm tonight. So that's fun. I guess we'll see what ends up happening there. Welcome to Minnesota in winter. Hey everyone, it's Crystal, and today we are going to go over a tag video, and it is the rapid fire tag. So keep watching if you are interested. I'm not going to really go into a lot of explanation on these, but feel free to comment down below if you have any additional questions, and let's just jump straight into it. Ebook, physical book. I prefer physical books if I'm reading at home. Ebooks if I am on the go or not allowed to have a book with me. Paperback or hardcover, I prefer paperback. I like that I can go ahead and be a little bit more rough with the book. Hardcover makes me feel like I'm going to break or rip or destroy something. I don't know why. Online or in-store book shopping. I prefer in-store book shopping just so I can see everything, because I don't come with a list of books to buy, so I really want to have an idea of what I can buy. Peruse. Peruse is the word that I'm looking for. Trilogies or series. Okay, so with this one, I would say series just because I'm one of those people that doesn't want a book to end. Heroes or villains. I am definitely a villains kind of girl. Maleficent is my girl. A book everyone should read. Honestly, I have no idea. I really love too many books, and there's too many different genres for me to jump into, but ones that I would definitely go for are things like the Seven Deadly Sins by Matthew Riley, or you've heard me talk about this millions of times, A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. You know, just if you have any questions, let me know. An underrated book that I would recommend, War for the Oaks. I think War for the Oaks is a fabulous urban fantasy book that I have not really heard anybody talk about. So it's by Emma Bull. Check it out. The last book I finished was Candy Shop Wars by Brandon Mull. The last book that I bought was A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Weirdest thing I've used as a bookmark, another book. Or a lollipop. I've used that before too. Not like already eaten, but still in package, just happened to be sitting next to me and you just pop it in because you can't find anything else. Next question is used books, yes or no? And that is a wholehearted yes, 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 yes. I am not a book snob about my spines and covers. I want my books to feel loved and well read. So almost all of my books are used books. Top 3 genres that you preferred to read. I would say fantasy, sci-fi, and suspense. Do I like to borrow books or do I like to buy books? I prefer to buy books when I have the money because I don't want to have to give them back. Do I prefer characters or do I prefer plot? This one here is almost a catch-22. I really like character development, but plot is almost more important to me because it doesn't matter how nice the character's story is and background and how deep it is. If the plot's not working for me, then the book might as well be bleh. But if the characters are okay and the plot's amazing, I will probably still enjoy the book. Long or short books? I prefer shorter books just because then I don't feel like I am losing pacing on a book, because if it's too long, then I'll have a hard time keeping up with it after a while. Do I prefer long or short chapters? This one I'm also going to say short on just because it makes it easier for me to find a stopping point for when it's time to go to bed or when I need to get up and actually have a life. So it's easier for me to stop at the end of a chapter instead of waiting in the middle of a chapter where something's going on. Books that make me laugh or cry. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I don't cry. I've never cried at a book, so I don't have one of those. As far as laughing goes, a lot of books give me a little giggle, but I never bust out ha 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 because I really am not an outwardly laughing kind of person. Inner chuckles are what I mostly get, and that's from a lot of the books that I have around here, so I can't think of just one. Do I prefer our world or a fictional world? I'm gonna go ahead and say fictional world because our world is super crazy right now, and at least in a fictional world, you kind of know what tropes are. Audiobooks, yes or no? This one I'm going to say no. Reason being is that when I have an audiobook going, I can't concentrate and remember the plot line of the story. I tried to do one a while ago and the heater kicked on. I'm sorry, it's cold, it's Minnesota. but I tried an audio book for Aeronauts Windlass, and I read for like an hour or listened for like an hour, and I can't remember a single thing that went on. Do you judge a book by its cover? Yes, I do. That's the whole reason that there are covers on books, and they vary. It's to try and draw the eye, and it just really depends on what the cover looks like, if it's going to draw me in or not. Next question is book to movie or book to TV? Which would you prefer? I would almost say TV, just because it gives you more time to be more thorough with the book and cover what is actually in it, versus a movie where they try and shove it in between 2 and 3 hours. I'd rather have more content and a little bit longer than a movie where it's going to cut out a whole bunch of my favorite stuff. Movie or TV show that adaptation that I prefer over the book? Easily, hands down, Princess Bride. That's the show, or that's the movie that I grew up with, and I read the book for the first time in 2016. It was a good book, but movie, hands down, will always win with me. That is the rapid fire book tag. Hopefully you were able to keep up with those. Like I said, if you have any other additional questions, feel free to leave them below. Please go ahead, and if you have not liked my channel and like my video here, and as always, follow me on the social media, and I will see you later. Bye everyone. Look, I selfied with us. Aww.